Real Lady 2020. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. My last day off before I go back to the front lines for a couple of days. I wanted to do an update. I want to first take the time to thank all of my subscribers, all of everybody who's given me suggestions, ideas, um, compliments, encouragement. I post pictures here and there on budget on Facebook, and I love to hear what people have to say. I'm new to this hobby, like really, really new. And this morning I was like reflecting on my journey as I was driving down to the hospital to pick up a Yankee candle that Yankee Candle Company donated to frontline workers. Today we had to pick it up, and then I went to Walmart. So I'm in the car driving, and I'm like, how did this all start for me? And it started simply, first of all, I met Ralphie Man, and he was into the hobby. But what actually happened was I first bought tickets to the Biggie has a very, very huge train show that they hold every year. I bought tickets for us to go, and I went. I went for one day. Ralphie and me went for two. Very, very big event through Amherst Railway Society. And it was a good time. And then I'm like, that's not what got me into the hobby. You know, when you're in a relationship with another person, you have to give and take time for what they like to do, a lot time or whatever. And what actually really happened, and if it didn't happen, Real Fan Man can correct me. I believe he had purchased a oil tank car or a box car of some sort that had to be assembled. And that's up my alley, right? So I get, I loved watching the trains, the sights, the sounds on his layout. But that moment that I put together that model for him, and it worked. It worked. I was like, wow, I like this. So I can't have a layout with just a bunch of models, right? Or box cars without having a track. So a few weeks after that happening, he worked on his layout that night, and I worked on that car, and I was eager to get back to working on that car and completing it, and I did. And then I said to him, I think I'd really like a small layout in my spare room. And he's like, now, to be honest with you, this is the perfect size layout, but like when I was thinking of layout, I was thinking like half of this at one point, and I'm like, oh, and yeah, maybe that would have been good for N scale, right? Or Z scale. No, Z scale is the smaller, not for HL. So I ended up coming home one weekend, and he had put this together for me, and I've moved it around a few times. And he brought me over a box to start with that had Easy Track, and I had a DC controller, and I was running a train around. Meanwhile, I had bought in the church, and I had put that together. And I was so excited when the church was put together, and I enjoyed it so much that I then put the police department together. I bought that one, and I wanted that one. My youngest son, who's only 20, just turned 23, is now a full-time police officer in my town. What a gift, right? I have, three amazing grown children, and they're all in state jobs. Do you know what I mean? Law enforcement. My daughter's an RN, and my middle son's a CO at the jail. They both work there together. So I bought the police department because I thought that would be really cool. Meanwhile, I was running DC around the track, and then I was blessed with a gift from Real Fan Man for DCC, and we hooked that up. I love lights and sound, and I was still running it on the Easy Track, and then Real Fan Man got to a point in his layout of laying road bed, and I watched, and I loved it, and it made it look so much more better. And I said, I'm like, I don't want this easy track anymore. I want to lay my own road bed. So I bought a couple of things of road bed, and I kept telling people as I've been making my videos that my easy track was going. My easy track was up in like minutes. And my layout was like no longer. I couldn't run a train around it. So and life's busy. I have a daughter who's bringing me my first granddaughter in like 8 days, and she bought a new house, and trying to be super mom, super girlfriend, super frontliner for the last 2 months. Been able to do what I can do. So my church, and we talk about it, there's a lot. Hey, Dave from Crooked River, look what's still on my layout. Yeah, I love that car. Real Fan Man won that during a contest. But the great thing, I was a couple weeks into having this layout put up with DC, and I won, Dave from Crooked River's contest. I won an engine that unfortunately is in the process of being fixed right now. I was running power, and I had another engine on there, and it kind of fried the board. But because of the COVID, the board's been on back order. Hopefully it's shipping today, and we can get that up, Dave from Crooked River, so you can see that engine. Real Fan Man's going to work on it for me when it comes in. Real Fan Man has been like my biggest cheerleader, like consistently. I was over there yesterday. I was like, wow. I hadn't seen his layout. You know, the weekends get busy and we don't get to get over there or me really pay attention to that, especially when I'm working. So, this past weekend, Real Fan Man, I had already had half of my road bed laid down, and I'm not too good with the radiuses. I understand it. I was explained a 22 radius for my bigger cars, etc. So as I went to work, I gave him my working orders. Please, can you and I said, don't trace it, just mark it for me. Please don't lay any of my road bed. I want to lay it myself. I'm really independent, like fiercely independent in so many ways, which isn't a bad thing. So I finally, this past weekend, Sunday night, even after work, I found it relaxing. I find it relaxing to come home and put something together, something that can be completed. So all of the road bed is laid down. I'm waiting for some more flex track to come in. Apparently, hopefully the order will be in this week. Real Fan Man ordered some, so I can get some track down and run a train around. You know, Dave from Crooked River last night on his live. Thanks for mentioning me, Dave. I am definitely more into the running of the trains and the scenery and the building part of it. So my latest model that I've been working on is Merchants Row 1. Real Fan Man got it for me, and I was like, oh, I was so excited. And I've been working on it for weeks. Some patience, you know, a couple hours here. There's still a lot of hours in it, a lot of detail. I only put these two together last night just so you could show it was really coming along. I still have to install the windows on the inside, and I have a lot of touch up to do and still put the rest of the building together. But it's beautiful. It's been a lot of work. It's been fun. A lot of detail. Real Fan Man got that for me, and I said to him, you're trying to slow me down. But I'm just starting to slow down myself. Like powerhouse I was trying to like build Rome in a day, right? Model railroading is forever, right? It's going to consistently change. You know, hopefully down the road I'll have a huge layout with a lot more a lot more everything. But let's worry about getting this one together. I have no plan. I can't tell you. I know I'm going to have a police department and a fire department, and I really just think I'm going to have a village. So it'll be interesting to watch it come together. I took out one of the engines. I love this engine. I love it. And I love the lights. I love lights. Be grateful that you don't have a significant other in the hobby. I just borrowed this from Real Fan Man's Layout. Went in my little box to come home this morning. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm up for all kinds of suggestions. Hopefully I can lay some track and can be giving you an update this weekend with maybe a train running around. I'm going to continue to work on Merchants Row. Heritage furniture in the back here. I'm building for Rail Fan Man. I don't know. I'm not the best at video, guys. I'm a work in progress. Heritage furniture. I will tell you that model had tested my patience in many ways. But not even that. I think that I might have been using the wrong glue for a minute or two and figured that out. But they don't tell you that the windows aren't supposed to go from edge to edge. So I had to put together, take apart, the whole 9 yards. It was interesting. Because I like lights, I was given feedback from somebody that I probably want to paint the inside of my buildings black to allow for, no seepage through the buildings, which I guess would make sense. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to go ahead and just, before I put all of Merchants Row together, if I'm just going to paint the inside black for the future. It always can be something that I do down the road as I get there. There's so much to do. So, I don't know. I hope everybody has a great rest of the work week. This is where I'm at. I'm still doing work on it. The room itself has changed a lot. I took shelves down and I'm going to put them elsewhere. And hopefully, sometime this layout will be joining with Real Fan Man. So that will be interesting. Again, Real Fan Man, it's been a great inspiration to me. Dave from Crooked River, thank you so much. You be safe in your front lines there in Ohio. So this is where I'm at. I'm doing a million things today. Laundry's going, dinner's cooking, getting ready to go back to work tomorrow, house chores. But I definitely wanted to again, thank everybody that likes, subscribe. Please feel free to share. Couple months into this hobby, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I'm more on the decorative, etc. So I'm constantly watching people's videos, and I'm constantly on budget. And I see all the pictures people post, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to do that. There's like 1,000,001 things I can do, right? Consistently changing. Life is consistently changing. So, all right, all my, you guys inspire me. Everybody, you inspire me. And thanks for the positive go and all the welcomes to the hobby. Again, please pray for my daughter as she is in the last 7 days before my little granddaughter Braylon Olivia hopefully makes it into this world and safe and healthy, and mom to be safe and healthy, and myself and Real Fan Man, to enjoy that little bundle of joy. There's not enough hours in the day, and the day flies by. But again, you know what? That's life. Grateful to be a part of. So thanks for watching, and keep watching. Like, share, subscribe. Check out Real Fan Man and all of his switching and his progress. He's got some stuff over there. And I keep saying to him, slow down, I'm way behind. But it's not a competition. Um, I don't know. Have a great day. I hope this put a smile on someone's face. Like again, um, I'm absolutely grateful to have found that. I've always been crafty in many ways, like to do things and ceramics and stuff like this, but this is so much more. And I like lights. And I'm looking for a hospital building. So if anybody knows where I can find a hospital, just a hospital to build, um, Dave from Crooked River and I have been doing our searching. I would love to add a hospital someplace on my layout. Again, thanks for watching. I will keep you updated. Have a great day, all. Bye.